We're live.
All right, we're live. Yay! Okay, so this is our first live stream with those who are coming in community at some point during the summer.
All right, we're live.
Okay. Yay! Okay, so all right, there we go. Okay, I have an echo. So some of you I actually haven't even met, one of you I haven't even actually met in the physical, and I know some of you, like, I don't think anybody has met with anybody else in the physical. Yeah, you have?
I met with Karim in the physical.
Okay, right, in Egypt. Okay, so it doesn't really matter whether, this is, the experiment, that it's not about whether our personalities know each other, it's whether we feel the call to go and stand and support and help birth, like literally with our hands, this temple on behalf of humanity, on behalf of all. It's not about Finland, although it is based in Finland. And this isn't the only temple also. So I'm interested in feeling and having others feel you. And what was the call, or what was the impulse, or the invitation that you felt inside, the why you decided that you're going to spend part of your summer painting and planting and digging and clearing forest, in addition to meditating and having temples and working through the zodiac and soul purpose and many other things, and rituals and saunas and all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, what's your yes about to Nikkilä Temple this summer? Whoever wants to share, you're feeling juiced.
Okay, I can start. Yeah, there are several things. Definitely the first time you talked about Nikkilä, part of me just knew it was going to happen. And to be honest, there was not a lot of, like, what were the odds? You talked about the price pretty early on and what it would take, and yeah, like everything it would take. So from my cognitive mind, it seemed quite impossible, maybe even a bit airy-fairy. But there was this knowing that it's happening. Like it's just, yeah, this knowing that it is happening. And seeing, I think the more I saw things fall into place and have it actually happen, brought this this faith almost. Like, it sounds a bit, I don't like this sentence, but like that it's meant to be. It's the beauty in which it fell into place is, yeah, very inspiring to me. And also the way the both of you, Timo and you, are just giving everything. A part of me just wants to honor that, almost, just like two beings who stand for something so strongly that they're willing to give their lives, their energy, their time, their money 100% into that. I want to just that, even without the context of it being a temple for humanity, etc. I want to stand for that. I want to see more of that in the world. So if I can bring in, a few weeks of labor, fuck yeah, of course.
Taki, you wrote about destiny, and I've yet to read that post. But just the word destiny reminded me of my own path and the reason why I am joining you in Nikkilä this summer. And that is that all the pieces fell into place. And I remember when I was 15, I prayed for, well, at that time I prayed for peace of mind. And ever since, the mind has dropped out, but I've prayed for peace. And that has ever since led me on I've been journeying for 22 years now for deeper and deeper peace. And last solstice in December, with the Shambhala School solstice gathering, I realized that knowing what is to come, that my piece of the puzzle is to actually work with the mystery schools and the education of the future. And I was really surprised and not surprised by that. And I started working with, energetically working with the soon to be mystery school in the UK. And I just found out in my current situation that there's no way I'm able to travel there and actually live there and work that. And when you presented this opportunity, and I was like, fuck yeah, because it doesn't really matter where the location is, as long as I am fulfilling my destiny. And that is that I can give my everything. And at the moment, it is that I'm going to live there, I'm going to work there, I'm going to give my everything. And that is what I'm there to do, basically. And this is also for me a really, really valuable opportunity to fulfill my soul mission and actually give my gift to the humanity and to the world.
So for me, first, I'm Egyptian, and we do love our temples. So I do believe that any Egyptian at any given point, if you just came and say like, we're building something here that is to honor something, then yeah, hell, why not? You know? But for me, this in specific is very personal, because for me, temples are about family. They're about families coming together, and they're not families that are built on blood relations. I see them very random, and it's kind of, we have to be together. Those for me are relatives, but for me, families are forged in a bond that is stronger than anything, which is choice. And having a place, temples, for me are the homes for those families around the world. So to be part of laying foundation of this point of this temple is very strong to me. And the fact that you and Timo are the people who are holding that point, who are holding that house and giving everything that you have, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's energy, everything, just to hold that house for people to come and be part of that family, is just inspiring for me. So, and for me to give like a couple of weeks just working with the matter of this house, fuck yeah, I mean, that's a bargain. So that's it for me.
Yeah, for me, I'm Pontus. I'm calling in from the other side of the Baltic Sea, in the archipelago of Stockholm. And I haven't even met Taki in person yet, but there's just something with her energy that makes me feel a lot of faith for this temple and project. And I have this fucking deep longing for people who are willing to sacrifice everything, and to be in a group that puts life at the center of everything. So that's my longing, and that's my fire to come to Nikkilä. And yeah, I don't know what we'll create, but I'm sure it will be fucking beautiful. And also, actually, when you mentioned this with painting and digging, it's like, yeah, I have a longing for just like the physical work, just putting in like muscle and sweat and blood into building something. So yeah, also that really pulls me. Definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It's so touching. Really, honestly, like to listen to all this, like whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, for me, the community piece was the piece that I was like, oh hell no, like no, we're not doing that. Like, well, there will be a school, there's a temple, people can come, drink from the fountain, and please go. You know, there you go. Because it's also our home, and because I'm a big time hermit, and those of you who know me, it's like, oh, people. So I had like a big fat no to it, and Timo was like, he had one word, community. I was like, and then it became my thing that I started opening to it. I'm like, well, actually, I want to live in a world where people are anchored in their souls in their everyday life. Not necessarily, I mean, the group room is beautiful, and I facilitate in the group room, and I honor everybody who steps into a group room. I still step into a group room as a participant as well. It's needed. It's an experimental lab. It's like a, but to then take it out and apply it in your everyday life. So I was like, wait a second, I'm actually saying no to the world I want to live in. Like, what I'm saying no to actually is that wounding, that contraction around kind of like what you were saying, Karim, of like, it's like you have to because it's blood, or because it's, whatever the tick box is. But it's like here it's souls who are being called for whatever reason, whether it's the land, whether it's the temples in general, whether it's me and Timo, or the work that we or I transmit, or that this is a part of, for whatever reason, or the land itself, the location, whatever the reason, whatever the call is, and everybody will have, a distinct like radar call, like beep, 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 beep. That's how it feels. Is like there's like a beep, 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 and different people are hearing different beep, 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 beeps and coming down like together here. This is the world I want to live in. I want to live in a world of souls that yourself as a soul, and it's part of your soul expression as you paint, dig, plant, clear forest, whatever. And so it's like, well, actually, this is what I've always wanted. That's who I've wanted to surround myself with. That's what I've wanted to live in. So that was my big yes. I wanted to also have my opportunity to say why I'm doing it, or what shifted for me. Because in full transparency, it did not start with a yes. And I'm curious, okay, this is why you feel called. Now, what is it that you feel like you will gain, or that you will take from it, or how is it part of your path? There, not that what's in it for me as a trade, as an exchange, but what you're also hoping that there's got to be part of you that is wishing that it will grow in some way, or it will, something will shift by being here and being part of this. And maybe it's about bonds that because I know that things like this, like when I was at Haydn and other examples, those bonds can't be broken. I don't see those people. I haven't seen anybody in 4 years, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's like, one sentence, two sentences, and it's like, we're back. There's bonds that can't be broken when it's in that context. Or maybe it is, part of the teachings that will come through, or, I don't know what it is. So I want to know what you're longing for. And I want everyone to hear, actually. So I'm not asking you in private.
For me, like I'm here in Egypt, and for the longest time, I don't really I know I have a mission here in Egypt. That's why I'm here. I didn't have a sense of what that mission is until very recent. Like I'm talking in months and maybe weeks even, when I actually started knowing, my mission here has to do with building those communities, because we do in Egypt have a very strong sense of community. However, it's a very hierarchical, patriarchal, collective community that there is no room for individuality. We either go full individual or we go full collective. There's no an individual within the collective. So experiencing this and living in community with conscious people who are there as individuals in a bigger thing where there's no where there's no hierarchy, where there's life that is moving us. Having this experience, I do believe, will help me have a reference point to transfer that back here to my comrades and colleagues and brothers and sisters, how to live as a unit without losing your own sense of shine. So that's the biggest thing I'm hoping for.
To me, I imagine, so you, Taki, are the most integrated person I know. You have this ability to include everything from personality to soul, to spirit, and I imagine it will reflect back in the community. It will appear in this community, and I have a deep longing for that. And I haven't found it yet, that deep integration where personality is just as important as soul, as spirit, and that bringing spirit and soul, trickling it down to the body, mind, and to the ordinary. That's the imprint I want to kind of marinate in, bathe in while I'm in this community.
Yeah, I have a similar kind of an idea about the upcoming community. Just for me, the words divinity and matter are the words that pull it together. And yes, there are beautiful soul experiences, and yes, there are beautiful spirit experiences, and it all needs to come down to this earthly realm. And how to do that is to take action, and that action may be just to paint, or just to paint, or to do something similarly mundane, but it is just the opportunity to combine it and synthesize all of those aspects into this life. And yes, and I'm there also to learn about community. I'm also a hermit, not so much as you, Taki, but I'm also a hermit. And so this is also a bit scary for me. But yeah, I'm giving it, and knowing that the divinity in matter needs a group. It's not possible with one person only. So I am willing to give myself to the group in order to have my dreams come true. Basically, that's the idea. And this is also a learning opportunity for me to, in case my soul calls and my life moves me to help support with the other mystery schools and temples around the world, then this is where I'm drinking from. Thank you.
Yeah, for me, yeah, first of all, I'm quite humble that I probably have no idea what I will get from this. It's probably not what I think it is. But my idea is yeah, last year was a big heartbreak for me that just brought on a new way of relating to myself and life. And yeah, it started putting me in connection with some kind of soul note that wants to come through. And yeah, that's still quite vulnerable. And I'm hoping spending some time at Nikkilä will provide some opportunity for that to come forth stronger. And also I'm quite in a lot of grief of the state of the world, and that grief stems from a deep love for the world, and my hope there is also that in community with others, that love can get to blossom and grow more, and the grief will always be there, but maybe don't have to be as emphasized. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And also acknowledging what was named, that in group or in community, or it's not really in community, but in group, there's energies that can shift or can be called in or can be worked with that as an individual is not possible. And that's part of our learning as humanity, that we start to recognize our interconnectedness, which doesn't mean that the individual disappears, but the individual is part of that collective, or is a reflection of, as opposed to I'm disconnected or separate from. And so this is that experiment on a smaller scale of how do we, whoever's here, how do we weave as an organism? How do we weave as a group? It doesn't mean we have to all do the same thing, or we all have to feel the same thing, or, you know, nothing like that. But it's a deeper, you know, it's like, oh, I need something, and then, or I dream something and somebody else says it in the morning, or I, you know, this kind of supposed synchronicities or coincidences, or, you know, magic starts to happen when we actually drop in as a group, and what wants to be birthed from that connection and that flow of energy, as opposed to just, this is my piece and this is my flag and I'm doing this. So that's also part of the experiment, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of it. Also, yeah, because I've been a very strong proponent for the individual and for doing things alone or on my own, or, you know, holding that kind of thing. And over the past 4 years, opening up, or more, but yeah, more, slowly opening up to group, opening up to community, opening up to a field. So that's what I'm in it for. So I'm super excited. I have also no idea what's going to happen. I'm super excited. We are, well, we're opening our doors. Rice is moving in, I think, on the 8th for 6 months or so. We live in a bird sanctuary almost. It's not, but it feels like it and it sounds like it. There's cranes going overhead and swans like flocking above, and it's like, really? So yeah, we are welcoming people at that point, and then really like with the solstice, the June solstice, and onward for the summer. And people will come and people will go, and, you know, some people will stay longer, some people, yeah, we'll see how it goes. And that will also be a very interesting part of the dance, that how that you just, you know, how to weave in and weave out kind of thing. And just because you leave or you haven't gotten there yet doesn't mean that it's not working you, that we are connected beyond the physical. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I've made a request. I don't know if it's going to be honored. Let's see. Pontus, are you up for it? All right. So we're gonna close with a song. I don't know what he's gonna play, but I just love it. So here we are. And thank you, Mathilde. You're going to be coming from France. I don't know if you're coming from France or Germany. No, Pontus, you're coming from next door. You're my neighbor, Sweden. Karim from Egypt, working on that visa. I know you only have 3 months, so I'm going to juice you for all 3 months. And Raisa, you're moving in. So there we go. These are the people that I'm looking forward to hugging. Thank you.
Let me just tune this little friend here. Yeah, so thank you so much, Taki, for inviting me to play. I appreciate that you're saying that you love it already before you heard the song or know what song it is. It's very supporting.
So far, Pontus, I've heard you twice, and I've been like floored twice. So you've got a really good record with me.
Do you hear the guitar fairly well? Cool. So yeah, I will play a song that I wrote during the Haydn journey TTT7 last year. And yeah, it was, to be honest, it was kind of the first song I ever wrote. Before that, I had so much just creative blockages and performance anxiety, and that Haydn journey just gave me the last push through those blockages. So yeah, it's a song about what can come through when we come together as a group and really just fall all the way into the heart. It's called Emerge My Heart. I've been scattered, I've been torn, wondering why I was born. So many voices in my head, the sheer existence filled with dread. In the mud I kept inside, I found a treasure that is dry. With my tears it came alive. Now it's here to thrive. Emerge, my heart emerge. Through the darkness, through the old, through the brokenness in us all, emerge, my heart emerge. Hear the world soul, hear the call, through the wholeness in us all. Nothing more to say, no more games to play. Embrace your warts and all, die into the fall. When the world soul calls you out, drop your weapons, bring your sprout. Remember you and I are we. Let us grow our tree. Emerge, my heart emerge. Through the darkness, through the soul, through the brokenness in us all, emerge, our heart emerge. Hear the world soul, hear the call, through the wholeness in us all, emerge.
also hear the call through the wholeness in a song.
Oh my God, I can actually see us all around a bonfire.
Let me point you to which direction that will be, Pontus. So I don't know, I don't think you can see it, but there's a, yeah, I don't think you can. But behind that red, to the next and behind, there's a stone circle there.
Wow.
There's a big ass stones. Naturally, well, not naturally, but like they were there. We found them there and we're leaving them there. And that's our bonfire spot. And that's where we'll be listening. And of course, any other time of the day, by any other place, anywhere. Looking forward to sharing tears, blood, sweat, songs, hugs. Thank you for saying yes to this.